What you do in your spare time can help you get a job. However, not everyone should include hobbies on a CV. Likewise, not every hobby belongs on yours. I'll tell you whether you should include a hobby to your CV, and I will share some of my favorite suggestions. My name is Kaio Sampaio. I'm a career expert and certified professional CV writer with 5 years of experience, and I'm here to tell you all about this subject. First, should you add hobbies to a CV? Well, it depends on your experience level. That can be a great addition to your CV if you have little to no working experience. In this case, you need to beef up your application in any way you can. And hobbies are surely a great way to do that. They can highlight your positive qualities. For example, playing chess implies you excel at strategic thinking and logic. That can also help build rapport with the recruiter if he shares the same interest. But as great as that sounds, avoid adding hobbies to your CV if you already have substantial work experience, since that is enough to highlight your potential. Also, your CV should be 1 page long, two tops. So don't waste precious space with unnecessary information. And now that you know whether you should include hobbies on your CV, let's check which ones recruiters absolutely love. First of all, volunteering because it shows you are a team player and a principled person. Reading, it shows you are curious, creative, and always learning. Team sports, it implies commitment, communication, and discipline. Puzzles show that you enjoy intellectual challenges and excel at logical thinking. Also, traveling highlights your openness to new experiences, and it also implies cultural sensibility, which is a plus at an international company. These are just 5 examples. If you want to see more, you can check our full article on the topic from a fellow career expert and certified professional CV writer. The link for you to read it will be in the description of this video. However, remember one thing. It's okay if your favorite hobby did not appear in this list. You can add any hobby to your CV so long as it's relevant to your desired job and highlights your positive attributes. However, here are two things that you also need to consider. First, don't try to force a connection that does not exist. For example, don't say that sitting on your couch all day scrolling through Instagram shows some kind of mental endurance. Also, don't lie. I know it's tempting to say that you love chess because you know that will impress people, but what happens if the recruiter also has the same hobby and asks you a few questions about it during an interview? Well, checkmate. Avoid that. Once you figure out which hobbies to include in your CV, you need to create a separate section for them. That is extremely simple. All you need to do is follow this example. The name of the hobby is enough. There's no need for you to tell a whole story about it. But of course, writing your CV is a lot more than just adding hobbies. As such, I recommend trying the LiveCareer CV Maker. It's a tool that lets you create your CV in just a few minutes. You choose a template and the CV Maker walks you through each step in the process. By the end, you will have an impeccable CV like this. The link for you to try the Live Career CV Maker will be in the description of this video. Speaking of which, did you enjoy it? I certainly hope you did. If you did, please drop a like and be sure to subscribe to the Live Career YouTube channel to get more content like this. Also, feel free to leave any questions in the comments. We'll be sure to answer in no time. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and I'll see you next time. Take care.